We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy.
Saw you paint a picture of a face.
My hair's at that awkward stage where I don't know whether I should cut it or leave it, and I'm going to try and leave it, but it needs to be clipped back because otherwise I won't see anything, so that's going to have to do. So what's been happening in the last few days? We have been clearing out the veranda. Obviously, you've seen in the last couple of videos that we have been taking the wall down in the veranda and opening it up and putting a railing in, and I'm loving it. I think it looks really good, but there's been a lot of wood. So the other day, David and Julia came over. They've been staying from England. They've been staying nearby for a while now, and we've had the pleasure of having them helping us. They've been such a help. We've got so much done with 4 of us rather than just me and Carlo. And we're almost thinking of asking other people to come and help us. But anyhow, with them the other day, we started clearing out the wood and putting it away into the old shed, which belongs to the previous owners, which they haven't come around to collect yet. So we put all the wood down there, which took us about half an hour rather than probably about 3 or 4 hours it would have taken just the 2 of us. All of this wood needs to go from here so that we can paint the walls. Luckily, David and Julia are here to help, so we've got a chain gang. We'll get it done much, much quicker.
Dave,
Yes, Carlo.
you are the strong part of this chain.
Well, not too strong. Fairly
I think the
strong.
train's broken down, actually.
Had this conversation more than 10 times.
This is the shed that the previous owners said they were going to come back and pick up at some point and never have. So it's full of all their stuff. They're obviously not missing any of it. I'd be missing that either. And then Carlo decided to chop down this big old dead tree that's in the garden that was covered in ivy. And so he got on with that, and afterwards we all gave him a hand at getting rid of all the bits of ivy covered tree. It was more ivy than tree. There was a very small spindly dead tree. It smothered in years and years worth of ivy. It was quite incredible. And then we sat down and had a rest, and David and Julia told us what they thought about this part of Tuscany. Everything's all tidy in there. And meanwhile, Carlo is attempting to cut down this huge tree, which is completely dead and dry, and it's totally covered in ivy. And it also blocks the view. So he's trying to cut it down. Not sure how well he's doing, and I'm not sure how close I should get. Che tipo di albero è?
Non ne ho la più pallida idea. Sembra una cacia perché è piena di spine. Ma era davvero grande. Devo sistemare la catena che si è allentata.
Okay. You can see by the branches that are sticking out of the ivy that it is long gone. Okay, he's going. Ah! Doggies! Minnie! Good girl! Woohoo! Come on! Good girl! Okay, let's see if this tree comes down. Sta facendo una pausa. Sei viva? There he is. A very dead tree. But it's look at this ivy, it's completely overtaking it. Incredible, you can't even see the tree underneath. So that's how dead it was, yeah?
Yeah, look.
Yeah. Had to come down. Wow, it's more ivy than tree, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Look,
Amazing.
There's the tree. There's the ivy.
Wow.
La pianta si reggeva perché l'ivy, se no sarebbe andata giù, era secca chissà da quanti anni.
We've just brought out some biscuits and some drinks to have a break, and Carlo has made a little picnic area for us with a beautiful table. Really clean and lovely.
But
Comes
it
included with
works.
spiders.
Absolutely.
I'm enjoying with this.
First of all, thank you for all the help you've given us. This would have taken hours if it was just me and Carlo.
Meno male che è venuto.
What do you think of our property?
The property is absolutely fantastic. It's so secluded, but at the same time it's so accessible to other towns inside of the area as well.
It's a good area, isn't it?
It's a lovely area, and the access that you have, for example, to the supermarkets and to other shops as well, but also to get, for example, to the airport as well.
Yeah, because you've been to our house in Positano, so you stayed there. So
Quite different to Positano as well. But the outer area is absolutely superb because, for example, if you are flying into Pisa, for example, you have many other cities that you can go to as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Like, you can go to Lucca, you can go to Florence.
Bologna's only an hour and a half, I
Bologna's
think.
fantastic.
Yeah, I
Just
think so.
going
I haven't
to
been there yet.
Romagna as well.
Yeah.
And then you've got the triangle down to Siena as well.
Yeah.
But also as well, if you're flying to the airport as well and picking up a car, that's fantastic because the roads are so easy here as well. Far easier than the UK in some areas.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, and there's
It's much
not
easier
much
to drive.
traffic either.
Not much traffic, fairly quiet as well.
Did you want to say something?
No, sto morendo di freddo, vado a prendere la maglia.
Okay. And what about our house? Do you like our house?
Absolutely lovely.
We made the right choice.
Absolutely the right choice, and we cannot believe the amount of work that Carlo's been doing as well. The amount of things he's done.
All your painting.
And the
Yeah.
painting, and
Thank you.
Absolutely. And all the furniture as well. All the
Yeah.
furniture that's been done, and the decorating is absolutely superb.
Kitchen's great.
It's a good project. So next week, so that everybody knows, where are we going to see you next week?
Next week we arrive into Sicily in about a week's time. We're going via Naples as well. We're going to see some friends who live in Naples, and but next week we will be with Sarah and Luca.
So you're going to help with the olive harvest?
We will help with the olive
well,
harvest,
the
or
pre-olive
maybe putting the nets out first of all. We're not
Okay.
sure if
Yeah.
we will actually
Yeah,
be
depends
helping
when
with
it's
the
going to be.
harvest or
Yeah.
not. So
might
yeah,
not be there.
that's where you'll see us next time.
Okay. Well, we said we would come down and help them, but I think we're going to be a bit busy with our own.
You'll be very busy with your own olives.
Yeah. So we have.
You have just as many trees as they have. if
Yeah, I
not
think
more.
I think we've got about the same
About the
actually.
same,
Yeah.
about the same
Yeah.
amount. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, well, it's been lovely to have you. Thank you so much for all your help.
thank
And
you
we
so
look forward
much
to
as
seeing
well.
you with Sarah and Luca in a couple of weeks' time.
Fantastic, thank you.
What have you been
You can cut.
Cut it.
But you cut a bit.
They left 2 days ago, and today my friend Dave arrived. You will have all met him last year, and he's here for a week, maybe longer. And I think currently he's outside with Carlo doing something with wood. What are you making now?
Uno scaffale.
Bookshelves? No, not for books.
No.
Shelves.
Shelf. Si è spaccato in due qua. Vedi il nodo qui? Il nodo sarebbe dove è cresciuto un ramo.
Dave's back, everyone. Remember Dave from last year and the year before?
everybody.
And the year before? And the last 20 years?
Dave is a good carpenter.
Yeah, Dave's a really good carpenter.
È il suo lavoro, questo non è il mio lavoro. Il mio lavoro era fare i fossi per mettere i porti dentro.
So he's making some shelves to go in his workroom, which is looking like a bit of a mess. So we're going to put some shelves up against this wall here, which is all cleaned up, nice and tidy, and then cover it in things.
Aha, you like pushing.
His words, not mine.
Yeah. And through here, I have been very busy. Yesterday, I have been painting. I never got round to painting this wall. It was the old colour. So yesterday, I got one coat done. I need to do another coat, and I will find some time to do that a bit later on. Not today, maybe. I hadn't painted for a while, and yesterday I did all of that, and I was exhausted for the rest of the day, so I'm having a break today. I'm not doing any hard work, but I might get that done tomorrow morning, just so it's done and I don't have to think about it. And that means that most of the house is painted. The only bit remaining is this side of the house here, which has got the Virginia creeper climbing up it. So it makes it a bit awkward. We might get round to doing this winter when the Virginia creeper dies off. We might give it a clean and finish painting this, because at the moment, as you can see, there's a bit of a contrast between one side and the other. Also, just before my brother left the other day, we stopped off and bought one of the fountains. And we decided to get the second one. There was the big one with the goldfish on it. It was just too tall. So we've got the one that was a size smaller, and it just fits here perfectly. It's going to go where that vase is. It's in 3 pieces. That's the base, and then that's the back bit, and then we have the basin here, which is scalloped. And I think that once that's up there and we've got some trailing plants climbing up the fence there, it's going to look lovely.
This is the wood I took down the veranda, the old one, okay? And I have a new one, but I want to recycling this before they use the new one.
I think it's fine to recycle
Yeah.
this one just for the
Yeah.
workshop.
For the shelves, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, reuse.
reuse. Oh, I don't need this.
You don't need
It's
the
just-
door to come any further than this.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a square. No, it's okay. Do you think?
Oh, if it was me, I would let it swing further so that you can.
Yeah, listen to the master carpenter, Carlo.
I have more space on that.
Yeah, but you've got lots of shelves. You've lived without them so far. You don't need them. You don't need
No,
that
non hai
extra.
capito. Io apro la porta a 45, poi ci metto qualcosa qua vicino e la connetto, capito?
No, I think it's better if the door opens as full as it can. I came back inside and got to work, and I've left them out there making the shelves. It's been about an hour. Let's go and see whether they're done yet. We have a full set of shelves with room to store a bicycle on top, apparently. Is that where the bike's going to go now? Adesso teniamo le biciclette là.
No, l'ho messa là perché tra le palle, l'ho messa là sotto.
Okay. And Dave won with the end of the shelves, so the door opens more. Have you immediately found somewhere cosy to go? Is it nice under there? Good morning. We are on our way to Volterra this morning. We've just stopped on the side of the road. Carlo wanted to fly his drone for a bit. And Dave went for a little walk. I went for a little walk too. There's all these beautiful rolling fields, but they've all been ploughed, so it's all very, very brown at the moment. But it's a beautiful day, as you can see. The sky looks amazing. And we're going to go and visit Volterra. I've only been a couple of times. Carlo's never been before. And I don't think Dave's been either, so it'll be fun to explore. We've just arrived in Volterra. Absolute nightmare parking. The spaces in the car park were so tiny. And we've just got into the piazza and there's a market happening, so we can have a wander around the market.
Voglio comprare una cintura, ho visto una bella cintura, mi piace. Cambia un po' di soldi, non so quando ho visto il prezzo. Thank you.
I'm going to follow you.
It's a nice replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good replacement.
Yeah, l'ho vista subito, proprio da lontano. Forse costa solo 5, non lo so. Vediamo. Wow, questo è incredibilmente lungo. Non sono così largo io.
Sono quelli da 5 euro, non è pelle, se no come primo prezzo di pelle sono queste, o come vuoi te.
Carlo always claims to hate shopping, and even Dave the other day was saying how boring shopping is, so I find it really amusing that we've come here and they've both started shopping straight away, and they're really into it, they're loving it.
Forse ho anche bisogno di un nuovo portafoglio.
That's a bit... yes, it's a bit battered, isn't it?
Io devo sceglierne uno, ne prendo uno così, più piccolo.
All of us.
Questo è davvero carino. What do you think?
Well, can you get all of your things in there?
Yeah, because I want something more slim.
Yeah. We've just met up with Owen and Neve, and they live here in Volterra part-time. They have an apartment right in the centre of town, and we're going to have lunch with them, and they have a little YouTube channel as well called Our Man in Volterra, but they're going to give us a little tour before lunch because we've got to wait 20 minutes for our table, so they're going to show us the Roman amphitheatre.
Okay, so it's behind us is the Roman theatre, and it was discovered back in the 60s. It was originally built in around AD 70 to AD 80. An archaeologist had hypothesised that it was there in the 60s, but he had nobody to dig it up. So near Volterra there is a manicomio, an ex-manicomio now, in which there were as many people living as there were in Volterra, the city itself, pushing 6,000.
Wow.
So we got volunteers, he got volunteers to dig up what was a football pitch at the time, a level football pitch. And he was correct, he found Roman theatrical ruins, and everybody who helped him from the asylum was given a quote-unquote a freedom.
Wow. So they dug for their freedom?
Essentially, yes.
Neve pointed out to me this organic vegan restaurant right in the centre of town. Very interesting because there's not many around in this area. So behind me here, this is an original Etruscan arch. This was one of the original entrances to the city of Volterra thousands of years ago. And during the Second World War, the Germans were going to blow it up, and the townsfolk begged them to not blow it up. Please leave it there. It's full of history. We don't want it to be ruined. We will block it for you to stop the American soldiers coming in, or something like that. And the women and children of the town, and whatever men were left, spent 24 hours and blocked up this whole archway so that nobody could get through. So Dave is 6'3", so look at how big these blocks are. How did they do that thousands of years ago? So here there's a nail embedded in the rock of the arch, and that nail was put there by the Germans, who hung a big sign up saying that the arch was going to be demolished, exploded, to stop the American forces coming into the city. And that's how the citizens knew that they had to save the arch, and they've left the nail there forever.
Holly, Holly.
Holly, wait. Everybody's wandered off, but before they wandered off, they pointed out that in the distance behind me, it's such a clear day today, you won't believe how far you can see. Okay, so we're going to zoom in across the mountains, and you can see two land masses. It seems to be a rainstorm crossing the nearest landmass. The nearest one you can see where the rainstorm is the island of Capraia. And then a bit to the right of that, you can see another landmass. That is Corsica. That's a long way. That's amazing. And we're just going to follow Dave up here. It's a very pretty little corner with all the washing hanging up above. Isn't that sweet? How is the view from up there?
It's a good photograph.
Yeah?
It
I'm
is.
going up.
It's
Take
worth
Holly.
it. I'll hang on, Holly.
We're having handovers with the dog. No, you wait there, Holly. Wait. So here we go. This is the alleyway of the abandoned. And that's the view. We've just got back from Volterra. Carlo has declared it time to clean the pool, and the sun is slowly setting. It's golden hour here. I think the partly finished new veranda looks lovely so far. Really pleased with it.
Spero che questo video vi sia piaciuto e non dimenticate
But we have a video every Wednesday now on our other channel, Aperitivo 50. Slightly different from these ones. It's more of a sort of easygoing chat with something happening at the same time. And we often answer a few questions as well. So head over there and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you to everybody who already has. We hope that you've enjoyed this, and we will see you next Sunday.
bye bye.